back to another Cut Above with Chris. Head shave today. I probably do a face shave later on, but not right now. I've only got about 16 hours growth, something like that, I think. Not very good with time at the moment, so just a blur. So I've got 3 days growth on the head. I'm going to do something I don't think I've done with a head shave yet. I'm going to use a shave stick, Palmolive shave stick. This is made in Germany, this one, and I haven't used, I don't believe, a stick for a head shave at all. So let's get stuck in. Smells like I would say a vintage sort of gentleman cologne scent. You know, it's clean. It's got a little bit of soap scent to it as well. But other than that, there's not much to it. Scent strength off the stick is round about maybe a 3, and from memory this lathers up and the scent gets a little bit stronger once it gets a bit wet. So I'm going with hot water today. I had a shower about 10 minutes ago. I'm just going to go with hot water today for something a little bit different. I did find recently that I got more slickness from a hot water shave than I did from a cold water shave. So let's see if it works with a mass produced stick. So I'm using my Leo Frio custom brush today. Commission brush for the channel. Leo Frio, sorry Tony for size custom brush, TF custom. Smells great. 26mm tuxedo-like knot. It does not feel as soft as a tuxedo, but it is soft, it's dense, and it works tremendous, and it smells great. So let's wet the head. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip the tip of the soap just into the water for a second. That's it, and then just rub it all over, and hopefully you can see. You can sort of see the white coming off onto the hair, and then what we'll do is head lather, just lather straight on there with the brush. No bowl, no nothing today. Just a nice simple shave. And the only thing I don't like about these sticks is they don't come with a cover. The only thing they come with is a little cardboard box, which is a bit silly. Now I would say from looking at the stick, the way this is, it could actually be, there may have been at some point something for it, but there certainly isn't now that I know of, and I've never heard anyone else speak about a Palmolive. I'm just going to dip it in the water again. Right. I've got no idea whether I've got enough on there. I suppose the only way I'm going to find out is to hit it with a brush. So we'll just dip it straight in the water. I don't soak synthetics. There is absolutely no point whatsoever in soaking a synthetic brush. It cannot absorb water. So I've just flicked out the excess, and then let's just get stuck in. Just dip the tips a little bit, get a bit of moisture on it. I can smell it already. It is a lovely scent, I must say, the Palmolive. It's quite a bit of water actually, which is good. Strange how it's a green stick, but when you lather it up on your head, it's bright white. Or your face, wherever you lather it up in a bowl, it comes out bright white. Yeah, I would say the scent strength now is up around about a 4 or 5. I can actually smell it quite easily now. It's just a clean, fresh scent. There's nothing special about it. Quite soapy, but it's also got that sort of, like I say, that old school sort of cologne scent that you always expected your granddad to wear, or in some cases your dad. My dad was an Old Spice and Brute man for many years. He's now got more sophisticated tastes and wears Tom Ford and Hugo Boss. Still shaves with a cartridge, right enough. I don't think there's anything I'll ever be able to do about that. This lather is lovely. I have to just comment that I haven't used a stick like this or also a mass produced soap really on my head other than Chela in a very long time, so I don't know how this is going to go. I am using the Wunderbar today, a little bit different, something different from the Gillette Rocket. Wunderbar, third use on the Kai blade that's in here. Beautiful razor, well designed, torque slant, absolutely beautiful titanium handle. And let's see how we go with the grain. One thing that's evident straight away compared to the Rocket is the efficiency. It's just incredible efficiency with this razor. And like I say, it's the third use on the blade. The Kai blades to me are actually one of the best value for money blades out there, personally for me. They just go on and on and on. I'm almost sort of tempted. It's actually clogged up the razor a little bit, which is unusual. I haven't had that for a while, and I'm using hot water, which makes that even more surprising. There we go. Hey, there's no way in hell that I would ever get used to shaving with my left hand. No chance. I would need to practice every day. I might do it one day. At the moment I'm going to be boring. Stick to my right. I will save the bloodshed for another video. Yeah, it's I've got to say it is clogging up a little bit. That could be due to the fact the lather's actually quite thick. It's probably thicker than I normally have it. So for you football fans out there, as in soccer, not American football or AFL, real football, if you're a Man United man, or you're just a general football watcher, it'd be interesting to hear your thoughts on the Lukaku transfer to Manchester United. I personally, I'm not thrilled by it. I know he's scored a lot of goals in the last couple of seasons. I find him to be one of the laziest players I have ever seen. I cannot be arsed with lazy football players. This is really, really thick lather. Way thicker than I normally have it. Which is why I enjoy doing a bowl lather for a head shave, because I have much more control over the consistency of the lather. it's really clogging this razor up, which is unusual. Because I have to say, I haven't ever really clogged this razor up, as you can see there, look, it just keeps clogging it up. So what I'll do when I re-lather, I'll just add a little bit more moisture to the lather. So it's a little bit thinner, and we'll see how we go. A bit of water on it, certainly slick enough, in fact it's very slick, extremely slick, which sort of disappoints you with some of the artisan shaving soaps out there at the moment and creams, which to me aren't very slick, but you've got this residual slickness from a mass produced, very cheap soap. Yes, the ingredients might not be as good for you as a quality artisan, or an artisan, maybe not. Not all artisans are quality, unfortunately. I find anyway, they're not all there, in my opinion. But what works for me and doesn't work for me might not work for you, or may work for you. I'm adding quite a lot of water this time. There we go. That's a good few dips I've just given it there. I can see the difference in the lather on my head already. It's a lot thinner consistency. Got a lovely gloss to it. Yeah, that's definitely better. I can feel the difference in that already. I've just left that sitting in the hot water. And here we go, against the grain. Now that to me is when the Wunderbar comes into its own level compared to the Gillette Rocket, which is a beautifully smooth, comfortable, efficient little razor. Not super efficient, but efficient enough. This takes the hair right back to the skin pretty much in one pull. From there to there. It's pretty much BBS. Always give it just an extra little pull, because there's always a little straggle that just survives, and that just gets rid of it. And the razor's cleaning out lovely now. Beautiful. One thing I am feeling though, now I know there's excellent residual slickness with this soap, but this razor is so efficient that it literally takes your lather completely off and leaves you with clean skin. It's that efficient. So I find it's a difficult razor, or it's difficult to find a soap which will leave you much residual slickness to use when you're using this razor. and that is pretty much BBS already. So I'll just wet the head. What I will say, this little section here, where I've cut myself several times and nicked myself and stuff like that, it's really sensitive. It's always sensitive at the moment when I'm shaving it. More so with this one. So probably just highlights that the Wunderbar is definitely a much more efficient razor than the Razor Rock, than the Gillette 500. Alright, so this is just basically a all over pass, then finish off with a little touch up pickups. I can't remember the exact wording on the Wunderbar, but I know it's something like if you can master a very light touch, you'll get the best shave you've ever had. And I do believe that with this razor. I think it's incredible. In terms of head shaving, it's still my number one. For how long for? I've got no idea. You guys know me. I can't stick to one razor for too long. If you've watched me from the beginning, you'll know the only razor that stood the test of time so far is the Mercury. It's the only one. Right, what I'm going to do now is just wet my hand, have a bit of a feel. Yeah, there's actually pretty much no slickness there. Let's just pop a little bit of shaving cream on. Well, not shaving cream. That was very old school of me. It was so last year. Bosch. So what have I learned today about using the Wunderbar? It does not matter what soap I use, whether it be Palmolive, Barrister and Man, Sterling, Wickham, Phoenix and Bowl, Tiki. It does not matter what soap I use on my head with this razor. I cannot really get residual slickness with it. So I might have been bashing a few soaps before, but it's the razor that's doing it as far as I'm concerned. It's so efficient, it takes it right back to your skin. Works on a very similar principle to when I clean windows with pure water. It's covered in dirt, scrub the whole window with pure water, rinse it off with pure water, and it leaves the glass crystal clear with nothing on it, no residual dirt, no nothing. And that's a similar sort of effect that I get with this. It's not like a squeegee where you leave a film, it literally removes all traces of everything and leaves you with no slickness at all. Post-shave feel actually from the Palmolive stick is pretty moisturised. But as always, I'm going to finish off with some extras. Let's use a bit of this. I haven't used this for a while. Humphrey's Citrus. Is it citrus? Yeah. Which has got an orange, a lemon and a lime on the front. So let's have a little splash of this one. Once again, super smooth, super efficient, no nicks, no cuts, no weepers, no creepers, no nothing, no irritation. Top job from the Wunderbar. Soap was Palmolive stick today. Smells great, I really enjoy the scent of it. It's a very light, like I say, cologne-y, soapy sort of scent. There's nothing more I can really say about it other than that. If you smell it, you probably smell something else similar to it. Very nice. The brush, just got some of this lather it. It's the custom Tony Forsyth commission brush for the channel, another cut above with Chris. Phantom Nebula is the colour, so if you ever look on Tony's site, the colour of this brush is Phantom Nebula, and it's absolutely stunning. It really is stunning. It smells pretty good now as well. 26mm tuxedo like knot, so it's not a tuxedo knot, but it is good. It's very, very good. It's got lots of backbone, it's lovely soft tips. Great scrub, there's no scritch, zero scritch with it at all. Just a superb brush, and it's a good size as well. If you've got big hands, this brush is ideal. Even this brush shape is great. I actually found one of these popped up on Tony's site, the actual handle, not just the handle like that. And it's the exact same brush as mine. Someone had actually asked for the same colours and same design as this brush right here, so I was actually quite chuffed with that. So thanks very much, Tony, for sorting these out for me. The razor, the Wunderbar by Razor Rock. You can get these from italianbarber.com. I think at the moment they were on sale. I think they're sold out already again. And they're just brilliant razors. I'm not surprised they're selling out so quickly. It's a great, efficient, smooth razor. And if you haven't got one in your den, at least try and get hold of one and try it. It's really worth it, I think. That's a third use on the Kai blade in there, and it was as smooth as you like. Super, super efficient, sharp blade, brilliant. I've actually got a few little, they're not weepers, but you can see them probably. 3 little spots, just there, 1, 2, 3. That's where the irritation is, so I might just have a couple of little spots there that I've irritated. I'm going to just put a squirt of this on my head today. Brute for Men Special Reserve Spray Cologne. I prefer this to the scent of Brute Splash and the other Brute. I don't know why. I think it's the same stuff, but it just smells different. But it's nice. So. Lovely, jubbly. Anyway guys, thanks very much for tuning in. I will hopefully do another shave today, possibly a face shave today. If not, it'll be tomorrow. We'll just see how time is. Stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.